Bruh. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. I don't know if y'all see that. I don't freaking know if y'all see that, but I'm using the Windows recorder because NVIDIA broke. You can learn more about this on Instagram. I don't know why this happened to me. Like, I was just trying to record Edith Finch on like, when was it? It's like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, I don't know. And my NVIDIA did not work, so we're here with this doo-doo piece of crap. Back with the pregnant lady who walks super slow. Do you see this, bro? This is trash. I mean, now I can actually see how many minutes I'm recording, though. Like, apparently I got a copy infringement. Supposedly I did copyright break rules. I broke the copyright rules, apparently. Where am I supposed to go? Why is Dawn empty? That's what I want to know. Oh, epic.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Let's go. Epic.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh my god. It's a real picture.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Let me read this first.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay and Craig.
Louis was born a year later.
Oh, Louis?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Lois the one.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Get yeeted on.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Oh,
the beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Look at this. This is so epic. States. Where I go? Bruh, why is there all this climbing? This makes no sense. Milton. The magic paintbrush.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Get heated on. What is happening? Oh. You see, that's how you close the door, gentlemen. Close the door after yourself. You don't wait for no one. That's not how
I was
things
4
work.
when Milton disappeared.
Why do you do it? Why you draw him so ugly? Like, you do all these other characters so good looking, and then you draw your little brother like a dude boy. Go down. How do I go down? Oh no, I'm I'm stuck up here now. How I go down? That's what I want to know.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
He got sent.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
He was enveloped in the crime of the human trafficking. The frick. My mic even on? It is. Let's go to the top.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I thought you were gonna say something like, until he died. Oh my god. Right, you're literally bad at all. You can't be up here pregnant. You got too much weight. Buster. Oh my god, that is not child friendly either.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh my god, this is not child friendly. Fireweed.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Get yeeted on. Oh, what?
He kept working at the cannery.
Yeet.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Yeet.
His mind began to
hallucinate. What the frick? What am I doing? What am I doing?
wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Oh my god, do you see this? Multitask.
He'd feel his way about.
Left is always right, please.
Then something moved.
Yeah.
Bats
Bats.
and toads.
Yeet. Oh.
And things that have not names.
Did you just see that? I just cut
He
the
knew
thing.
it was all in his head,
Oh my
but he
god.
took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Hit the thing too hard. You don't hit the things hard. Unless she your girl. Except for Brandon.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery,
Oh, I get it. I get how he died.
I spoke with his boss,
I get it. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I know what happens.
but he said Louis had become a model employee.
Yeah, my man is
tireless,
multitasking. He's multitasking. How can you say this is worrying?
Like a whole new Louis.
He's multitasking. You.
So I let him go on.
Yeah, he's multitasking. He's multitasking. Multitasking.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Until he got yeeted on. Oh! I see, yeah.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, that's cool.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Alright, you're literally living the age of the explosion.
New Louisville.
Such an uncreative.
St. Louis.
Another uncreative.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen. I ain't trying to make Louis LGBT here now. I don't want that for my
The Queen was on her own quest for
radiant rainbows. Reading rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
But he's still multitasking. He's in the multitaskers.
He followed the sound of her
Get the rainbow. I like this.
silver harp.
I like Yeet.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
What the frick? Oh my god.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. The For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Hey, my man looks sad.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
What is happening?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
My man, what's he doing? What does he do? He's not even. But you could multitask. You do that.
I still thought I could save him.
What?
Even after he said he's been crowned king over all the lands and one.
He's gonna cut his arm off.
The palace was equipped with his companions. Including the wise Calicut who insisted on advising. His queen waited, holding his crown.
And then he got yeeted on.
There was only one thing left to do.
I get it. I know what it is.
Bend down his head.
Oh my god. Frick.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
And I wish I hadn't, but okay. Oh!
Lewis and I spent a lot of time
PlayStation.
playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them.
Wait, no, this
He died a lot.
is Nintendo Entertainment System, right? Whatever. Don't bully me because I said it was a PlayStation. No! What are you doing? Well, that's a lot I have to cut out now. Let me get yeeted on. Where I go? No! Yes, finally. What is this? What is it?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
In that bruh.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Bruh, I just heard someone.
I wish wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
We still haven't gotten all 3 yet, so I mean, where are all?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
The game ended? No, are you serious?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
Gonna have to cut out that part.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Edie.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
Oh my god. Not you too, Grandma.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up. She was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Bro, that's not how you do it. You act
We
like
both
your
tried to
hands
make the
were
best of
legs.
it.
Oh.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty
dang it.
quickly.
She dead. She done
She got
dead.
better for a while,
She done dead.
and then she didn't.
She done dead.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Chill. Chill. I'm still chill. Oh wait,
Things
wait.
didn't work out that way.
What is that? Oh my god, I just found out.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What the frickle? This is so sad, bro. This is so sad. This is so sad.